What's going on, everybody? We're back with Kerbal. I'm actually going to be shooting to get to space this time, but in the background I am trying to get the colony mod, which probably is a little bit, I don't know, overkill at the point I'm at right now. I see Furies said E. We're gonna go ahead back to the sandbox mode, overwrite the game that already exists, and we are gonna go ahead and get to space this time. So let's head over to the vehicle assembly building and go ahead and get this started. What do we have here? Let's go ahead and do a very boring pod to start. Let's go ahead and get a nose cone. I'm pretty sure the way I'm going to build this thing, it's going to burn up on re-entry. But weird enough, that's going to be okay today. There we go. That works. Let's go ahead and add some fuel tanks. Just gotta find the right size fuel tanks. And that's gonna be liquid fuel. But even before then, let's go ahead and go command and control. Actually, no. I was thinking we would put a crew cabin of some kind. Okay, maybe we won't be adding it. The passenger cabin is way too big. So I think we're gonna focus on just getting these guys out to space for now. And we might even be going up to recover them later on. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna get to space to start. Let's go ahead and put our rockets back on. We should say our fuel. Go back up here and put on a few more. And then let's go ahead to engines. There we go. And then structural. Yeah, and then we need to put on some wings. What happens if we put on 3? Let's bring it out to the launch facility. I've only played Kerbal Space Program 2. This is my first go at Kerbal Space Program 1. I should say second go. I played a little bit ago. Let's go ahead and bring thrust. That was not enough to get us off the ground. Even at 100% thrust. Okay, let's revert. Let's go ahead and delete those. Let's go to couplings and grab radial decouplers. Go ahead and put 2 of them on. And then let's go ahead and grab those same fuel tanks. Perfect. Let's actually go ahead and move that over like that. And then we will need to go ahead and put on some big nose cones to those things. Too big. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the engine options. And then we'll need to put on some wings. Welcome back. Hopefully it goes a little smoother this time, not gonna lie. Those are way too small. Let's go ahead and do 4. I guess that was only 2. And let's see if we can get this thing off the ground. We should have those there, that there. Let's go ahead and add another one, bring the decouplers down there. Now, actually, those should be on before we launch. Alright, let's go ahead and try it. Oh, I know they're overkill, but I just want to get this thing to space. Okay, so one thing I didn't think about was we are going to need to put on some support. Let's see what we can find for supports here. And let's go ahead and put on a second set of radial decouplers, but and that should fix the problem. Let's test it. Struts would work as well. But that didn't work. Okay, we'll put some smaller wings on to make everyone happy. See if that does help. Kind of shocked that that decoupler did not work. That should fix it, right? I still should have made smaller fins. I know that. But does look better. And our launch sequence looks right. Ooh, it was in the wrong order. Let's go ahead and change the order. Hopefully this time we get off the ground, right? How about now? Even at full thrust, it still isn't enough. Okay, so those engines are not powerful enough. I'm not saying I'm always right out here. Let's go to engines, see what else we can do. So if we look at thrust, these have way more thrust than the cheetahs do. And they have way more than the wolfhounds, so hopefully that'll make a difference. I will try the swivel engine next. Oh, that looks promising. So okay, still not enough. That'll make a great intro to this video. That being said, let's go ahead and put 2 of those back on. Let's go ahead and go down to the bottom, undo everything we did. You know what? Someone said swivel. Let's just try and find them. That says it does even less thrust. You sure that's gonna work? I know it's heavy. Really, I was thinking about making mammoths to put on the back, but that's gonna be the next attempt. And let's go ahead. Let's just go and revert it. Alright, I'm gonna put mammoths on the back. It's gonna be very overkill, but everything about this is about to be. Engines. And then fuel line. Oop. Yeah, this thing's gonna look really strange, but it should have enough thrust. Well, this thing has the most thrust, so I have a feeling this thing's gonna blow up off the ground. That's okay. So let's bring it. Fuel-wise, we're burning through it pretty quick, but we did get off the ground. So haters can hate, but we did it. Heat is definitely going to become an issue here in a second. He is becoming huge. I am shocked this thing has not blown to pieces. I should throttle down a little. There we go. We made it to space. So, we made it to orbit. We ran out of fuel, which is kind of an issue. We definitely should have pitched down beforehand. But that was a very good attempt. You know, let's start simple and see if this will even get into the air. Let's go ahead and put some wings on it. Damn, I'm getting roasted in this comment section. Alright. Um... Our little Kerbals are doing well. Let's go ahead and kill the speed for a second. In atmosphere. Let's go ahead and go to the map. And what do I need to do to achieve that? Okay, so we're not going to make it as far as I'd hoped. Is it a 3-stage rocket? It's one, yeah. Got it. See what I did wrong here. Because even if I went ahead and moved the speed up, yeah, I'm just going to head right back towards Earth now. You guys are right. He's struggling. So we have the fuel. You guys are going to hate that I'm going to do this. Maybe you like that I'm doing this. I have no clue anymore. That'll be our first stage burn, just to get us to space. And then let's put fuel on top. There we go. And then let's put nose cones on them all. And then let's put struts on. And I think that will work. Right? Who's gonna tell me I'm wrong? I do. I'm just focusing on getting to space at this point. It's actually harder to build the rocket than figure out where to go. Yeah, bottom heavy's not wrong. See, the worst part is I know you guys are right. I'm just trying some things here, and that actually looks way more stable than before. Alright, we'll let those go free. Now with the big booster, we will go ahead and turn. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for the assistance there. Got it. Okay, let's see. So if I punch my time up, we are now in orbit, but we're not in line to actually catch up with anything. But I am orbiting now. Yeah, I'm not orbiting the right planet. And unfortunately, if we leave now, these guys are stuck in space, but I think that we're going to leave them in orbit for the moment. And probably make a rescue mission to try and come back and get them. I mean, it's pretty dark out here at this point. Theoretically, though, we will at some point slow down enough to the where they will catch up with us. Right? Got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring it back. You need a docking part to. I think I did what you said, but I've thought that a few times and haven't, so hard to say for sure. Okay, we do not want to hit space until this thing has burned all the way. Let's go ahead and hit an RT, prograde. Now it is definitely much more aerodynamic with that nose cone. Okay, so it did not quite get orbit. But let's go ahead and work on the next part. At the bare minimum, we might get a full orbit here in a second. Alright, so we are not going to make the moon with our current trajectory. But just to watch it pass by, we missed it by quite a bit. Okay. Getting closer. I am in sandbox mode. The moon is kind of something I want to get to, but it has not been successful thus far. Originally, the goal was just to get to space, but we've done that at this point. Let's go ahead and try this again. This time with a decoupler in there. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. You need to go to payload, put that extra door on the top. So let's put that on there. It's touching at the bottom. Got it. So we're going to need to put some kind of decoupler there. And we'll need to put that big nose on top of the decoupler. Let's go ahead and put another payload section in there. Okay, let's go ahead and give it another try. Also, we can turn on the extended burn indicator in settings. Oh, okay. Look into that. Oh, my bad. Let's just restart that launch since I messed that up. Next, I added a decoupler, a skipper engine. Let's see if we can at least get this thing decoupled in space, and then we'll do what you guys are recommending. Prograde. You need to be in a transfer winder. Tilt right. Oh, a little bit too much right there. Honestly, I cannot believe this thing is not burned up. My question is, why is it holding on to it? Nope, we're gonna mess up. Okay. So you guys are saying I probably need to change how I'm building this rocket. Let's go ahead and revert back to assembly. Let's go ahead and start from scratch again. And this time, let's go ahead and grab the little module here. Let's go down here and see if there's anything we can convert it with. There we go. And let's go ahead and put a engine on that thing. Ooh, that's a bigger rocket than I thought it was. Thank you very much for the follow. Let's see who that was. Thank you, Navy. Appreciate you. Let me put my multi-stream chat on so I can see everyone's chats as well. Make it just a little bit easier. We could get rid of that one. Let's go back to fuel tanks. And that'll be the center stage. Let's go ahead and do decouplers. Let's go ahead and build our outer stages. That one's going to be too small. And we'll need something just massive to go on there. Well, we go into structural, grab some struts. Okay. Let's see what that looks like at the launch. Oh, there is engine plates? I'll have to look into that. Oh, what's all set up to work here? Yeah, actually, that looks right. We'll set the moon as our target again. Everyone in the chat has been very helpful today. Okay, that was probably a little too early. But now let's set it towards target. Okay. And let's go ahead and commence the next burn. Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to have enough fuel to do what we need to do. But we are surely going to try. Oh. So we have an orbit. Now we need to commence the next burn. Okay, let's go ahead and push up a little bit. Honestly, I think we're going to get closer than ever on this attempt. Okay, looks like we're about to need to do our last burn here. Why am I not able to? Oh, it looks like I must be out of fuel. But we at least got very close to the moon on this one. Oh, am I getting drawn into the moon's orbit right now? Nope, I'm just getting flung out into space. Well, we had a really good attempt that time. Make a node. Okay. When you say make a node, what do you mean by that? Is there something else I am missing in this game, possibly? And I'm also going to do that again because I shot my rockets off early. We could have done a little bit better. I do think I know what to do now. Well, we're getting closer. I will be a rocket scientist yet. I will look at your explanation after the video, that much I promise, and I will also drop you a follow when I stop by over there. But let's go ahead and try it again. Probably gonna give it another few attempts and then take a little dinner break and come back a little later with some more. If you are watching, like, sub, always appreciated. I do stream almost daily. RT. Go ahead and gain some altitude. Now we're going to definitely a little bit low. We'll use the rockets to do it the rest of the way. Okay. Now we're 70,000 above. Let's go ahead and get us a little bit of an orbit. Just lost the main boosters, and that is because we didn't run in prograde. I'd almost guarantee it. Let's go ahead and execute the first disassembly. Saturn. What is the unknown thing that we can find in the tracking station? Unknown object. Um, Am I able to go back to that vehicle now? I might have messed this up. Yeah, we messed it up. But it gives me a chance to do it the right way. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, it reverted to an old rocket. Alright, that being said, for right now, we will call it right there. Thank you everyone who stopped in, and we will be back with a lot more later. I do not have any mods right now, but the next time I load in, there will be mods. Appreciate everyone for stopping by.